Hey y'all, what's up? It's one half of the duo B, and I'm back with another video. I need to start saying we're back because even though Dave isn't here, this is still a team effort. Even though I'm talking about shit that's pertaining to me, you know, we're back with another video. So as I said, when that video, my last story time finished uploading, I was gonna come back with another video and tell you guys about another story time, which I was contemplating on what story I was going to tell. This particular story is the time that I lived in Pennsylvania with my mom. I actually moved, and it's kind of perfect because it kind of leads in for my last story time, because when me and my roommate were roommating, child, we didn't really get put out of our place, but bitch, we was behind in our rent, and we were trying to keep from having an eviction on our record, bitch, and we just decided to move. I was like, I ain't got nowhere to go. I didn't have anywhere else to go, so my mom said I could come live with her. Mind you, I always lived in Port St. Joe with my dad because my dad raised me in Port St. Joe, and my mom kind of moved from place to place with my little sister. And at this time, she was living in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I was 20, going on 21. This was in March. This was in the spring of 2014. So this was actually the following year after the incident happened at the club fighting. And yeah, so we moved, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna go up to Pennsylvania. Long ass 38-hour bus ride on the bus. Oh, I got to stop this video. Somebody writing me on Snapchat about something important, but I'll wait till they respond. Anyway, got there, didn't know anybody, met my friend Jeremy, and I'm just gonna be honest, like, we met off Jack's, but we actually were friends. If you know what Jack is, bitch, it's a hookup site. It's supposed to be a social site for gays, but bitch, the gays use it for hookup, because y'all know how hard it is to get dick for the gays. But anyway, we met on there. We never did anything sexual. Although people used to think, even my mom thought that was my boyfriend. Like, no, girl, that was my friend. But I'm not gonna lie. I would be lying to say that we didn't play into that. But I'll be right back. Let me answer this next. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So I would be lying to say if we really didn't play until people thinking that we were a couple. I don't know why. Like I said, my mom thought it, and he even went as far as saying that his family, like mom and sister, thought that, you know how it is, bitch. Two sisters can't hang out without people thinking they fucking. That's always been the case. When me and my other best friend that I was talking about in the last video became friends like that, people thought we were in a relationship because she was really feminine. At the time, this is before she became trans, and I've always been a butch queen, so people just assumed. But my friend Jeremy was a butch queen too, but people just thought we were in a relationship. But we really weren't. We would take pictures and upload them to Instagram and Facebook like we were that was my friend. But anyway, he would show me around town or whatever because he knew the place. He's actually from Florida too. Don't make me lie, but I think he's from somewhere near Jacksonville, Flagler County or something like that. Or I don't know, girl. I'm just saying shit. But he was from somewhere close to Jacksonville. I know he was from Florida, and he moved there, he said, when he was 15. So, bitch, perfect. He was like my big brister. Anyway, again, he would show me around town. We would go different places, go to the movies with some of his friends that he introduced me to. And we went to this little spot that cashed checks over in the hood. And I knew it was the hood because, bitch, we lived in the hood. My mama lived in the hood. And I would catch the bus up from this spot up to Giant, which was a grocery store, kind of like Winn-Dixie, like a Winn-Dixie. It was there was a few Giants around, but I worked at the one in the hood, bitch, where all the niggas worked at, and I loved that. That's a story for another day. I loved it, bitch. I loved working there. The niggas used to be all over, bitch. I don't know if it was accent, bitch, but I digress. Yeah, so we over at this spot that cash checks and serve food, bitch. You know when you at a spot like that, ho, you in the hood. So there was like a little neighborhood behind the actual check cashing place that sold food. And my friend was like, we should go over here and eat. Like over here at this playground. And I was like, mind you, I'm always over there in that area because, again, one of my favorite Chinese places was up there. Bitch, I swear, up north or Pennsylvania, they had the best Chinese food. Northerners have the best Chinese food. I don't know what you say. But anyway, I knew the spot because, again, I would catch the bus up there to work, and I would go up there to buy food. Not at that place that we went to. That was my first time eating there, but I would always eat Chinese food. So I kind of knew the area in which I knew it was the hood, and I would always see that playground. And I would always say to myself, that playground looked like something that would be on the first 48. Like, that's just how I felt. It just looked like dangerous. So he was like, "Child, let's go up here and eat at this park." And I was like, I literally said to him, "Child, that looked like something off the first 48. I don't think we should." And he was like, "Nah, well, child, I always go up here." Like, he was saying that he done been there before, which I'm pretty sure he had. He wasn't just saying that for no reason. But he was like, "Child, I had been up here before. It ain't giving that. Like, girl, we gonna be okay." We walk up there, and I remember I had me a cheeseburger and some fries. We walk up there. I'm already noticing. The first thing I noticed was a motherfucking condom. Or maybe it was a pad. Maybe it was both. It was either a condom or a pad, like a maxi pad. On the playground, I was like, bitch, I think it was a condom. I'm pretty sure it was a condom. I was like, okay, this kind of looks dangerous though. Whatever. We sit down, child, we sitting there talking, shit, chatting, just eating our damn food for what was probably about somebody just commented on a friend of mine just commented on our last video. But girl, yeah, we just sitting there talking for what seemed like about 5 to 10 minutes, and out of nowhere, bitch, I look at my peripheral. It's 4 niggas coming directly toward us, like looking directly toward us, coming. So, at the same time, oddly enough, one of my coworkers who I was cool with had called me, which was odd because we never talked outside of work, but we had each other's numbers, but he would never call me. Like, he would text me from time to time, because that was the first time I got high, was with him and another coworker. They got me high, bitch. That's another story. But he never called me. And as they walking up, he calling my phone. So I'm like, do they want me to come to work? So I answer the phone like, hello? And he ain't saying nothing. So I'm like, just holding the phone like this. But at the same time, one of the guys approached me and was like, what's up? And I was like, bitch. I was like, mind you, I'm confused by what is going on the phone. So it's just so much going on at one time. These niggas walking up, I'm already getting like, and I'm like, maybe, which I was kind of relieved that he called me, because I was like, okay, maybe if they see, bitch, I'm on the phone, they'll just kind of go on about their business. So I'm like, huh? What? Like, he trying to dap me up, but I'm like, it was very like, I don't know, it was weird. So I guess when I went, that made him feel away. He was like, you know, he was like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nigga, you walking. So I'm just sitting there looking at him like, and trying to see what the hell. I think the boy butt dialed me because he wasn't saying any fucking thing. It was so weird. And I'm like, I hung up the phone. I don't even think I hung up the phone. I just had the phone. He was like, mind you, the boy, he was offended. And he was like, oh, you a pretty boy type of nigga. Something like that along those lines that he said. Now, if you know me, bitch, you know I got a slit mouth. But I believe in picking and choosing my motherfucking battles. It was 4 of them niggas, and they looked like they had guns. We didn't have no guns. I used to carry around a box cutter. I don't know if I had it on me that day. But I would carry around a box cutter because, one, I was in a very unfamiliar city. I'm from a small town. Harrisburg wasn't huge, but bitch, I'm like 18 hours away from, like, from where I'm completely out of my comfort zone. I don't know you. So, like, there's 2 guys in front of us, and there's 2 guys behind us. Like, that's how they position themselves. It was really weird. I say they was trying to rob us, but I don't know what it was. So it was like kind of odd. We kind of had this weird exchange, and then he looked at my friend and was like, what's up, bro? He kind of dapped my friend up, and they walked off. At that time, I think I had hung up the phone because the nigga that called my phone was saying shit. So I was like, I looked at my friend looked at me, and he was like, child, let's go. I was like, bitch. My friend, which I can believe it now. Then I wasn't used to these type of interactions. I had never had, my friend felt like they was trade, bitch, and they was trying to get their sweat. He said that's what it was given. I had never been approached by a guy like that at that time in my life. I paused because I was thinking a little bit after that literally happened to me. Like, I was not used to that, or guys approaching me like that in that type of like aggressive manner. But he said that he felt like they was trade or whatever. He was like, bitch. Like, it was just so much. Like, girl, I'm pausing now because I was just thinking, like, in my mind, I thought we were finna get robbed. I was like, bitch, I told you we shouldn't come over here. I told you. But we ended up leaving. We actually went our separate ways because I was so goddamn thrown off by it. I was like, and it was cold as fuck. So I was like, yeah, girl, I'm just gonna catch you on the flip side or whatever. I'm gonna go home. I'm about to go home. And I went home, and I think I didn't tell my mom about it immediately, but I eventually told her about it, and she was like, yeah, B, you can't be going everywhere. You know how parents be child. Yeah, that was odd. Like, girl, I don't know. But if that's what y'all wanted, baby, you got to know how to approach a bitch. I don't know. Maybe he did try to dap me up. I just thought it was kind of weird. It wasn't really him trying to dap me up. It was me being on the phone and him approaching me at the same time. So I'm like, this nigga ain't saying nothing, because mind you, but I answered my phone and he walked up to me at the same time. So I'm like, hello. And he like, what's up? The boy like, what's up? And I'm like, so that's why I looked like that. And he was like so offended. And I was like, bitch. To the point where I thought that this nigga was gonna swing. Like, I thought he was, because he was acting real aggressive. But that's how the trade give, child. And I learned very quickly afterwards, because I had an incident where I really thought a nigga was trying to take something from me, bitch, and not no money. Some honey. That's another story, but I'm gonna wrap this up and I'm gonna upload this video. This one, again, is a little shorter than the first one because the first one was a little all over the place. You can see in this one, I'm talking louder and pronunciating my words because I felt like I was like running over my words. When I get excited, I talk fast sometimes, and I be feeling like people can't understand what I'm saying because my words, I would just run over my words. But yeah, this is the second story time about the time my friend almost got us robbed, killed, and raped. God damn it. I might tag him in this video.